Western Cape, at least for now, but perhaps we should focus on the Eastern Cape for a moment or so. And that's where we can find the best performing park for the frontier region. Leanne is focusing on forestry. She's focusing on nature and natural resources. She's going to tell us a bit more about this particular park. Leanne, it's hello again to you.
Yes, Ayanda, a very, very good morning to you. So I think we'll all stay away from the Western Cape just because of the weather purposes, and we'll stick to Durban. Why not? Come here. Absolutely beautiful morning here in KZN and in Durban to be particular, where we're broadcasting from. Today is the start of the World Forestry Congress, and it's the 14th Congress that's going to be taking place, but the very first time that it's being held here in Africa, and again, Durban playing host to this. It seems to be a city of firsts, isn't it? So again, congrats to Durban. Lots of people descending on here to come and talk about forests and the importance of trees in the country. I mean, you know how we are when it comes to our outdoor life and when it comes to our vegetation and some of the trees that we do have. And of course, boasting some of the best national parks in the world. And as Ayanda was saying there, we've got in the Eastern Cape some of the most magnificent ones. In fact, the Mountain Zebra National Park outside of Cradock in the Eastern Cape has scooped yet another award this past weekend and walked away with the best performing park for the frontier region. Last year in the same category it also won the national event, so it currently boasts that title of the top park within Sand Parks. So Janine Lee broke away from mountain biking for a while and she went off to take a look at this magnificent park with this wonderful title. It's just one.
A decline in Cape Mountain zebra numbers was the catalyst for the establishment of this protected area in 1937, and the species also gave the park its name. Today, more than 1,000 zebra roam the grassland and rocky outcrops of the park. The thriving zebra population has also made it possible for the relocation of some of the animals to re-establish the species in other parts. We've arrived here at Mountain Zebra National Park. It's a beautiful winter's afternoon, and we're going to meet up with our guide Dan, who's going to tell us what we can expect to find on the game drive this afternoon. Hello Dan, what are we going to expect to see today?
Well, Mountain Zebra has an amazing diversity of some of the smaller mammals that hopefully that we'll see along the way. Just that, as the name suggests, we'll definitely see some Mountain Zebra, a very common species, but one of the more positive stories with regard to conservation success. And we'll just address that aspect as we're going along. But some of the more sought-after species that you can sort of keep an eye out for are the lions, definitely, also the cheetah here, and also maybe if you get lucky, also a few buffalo too along the way. But as I just said a bit earlier, just there's some more special species that we do tend to see, and just, as you did mention, I mean, in the early afternoon, particularly now in winter, species such as aardwolf and bat-eared foxes become a lot more active. So hopefully we'll pick those up as we're going along.
Dan, thanks very much. So that's what we're getting from Dan. Hopefully he'll be able to deliver on all of those, but we'll hold him to it. We won't tell what we'll threaten him with if we don't see them, but I'm sure we're going to see a lot. So let's get on with it and see what we can find. The park has long since become much more of a species-specific park. Sightings of the king of the jungle are also on offer for lucky guests who find themselves in the right place at the right time.
Yes, we're hoping to very soon bring in some lionesses so that we can create a social unit, and we'd like to, get 2 lionesses that it's like a little pride that we can create here. Obviously with a small park we need to manage numbers of predators because they do breed quite quickly, and you don't want to get to a situation where there are too many predators and they're having a huge impact on the prey species. The
possibility of female company will be music to the ears of these 2 resident males. They were brought into the park in 2013. The park is also the leading contributor to the Endangered Wildlife Trust's cheetah program. They have relocated a total of 24 cheetah into the meter population in South Africa.
We try to mimic what would naturally have happened in the wild, moving cheetahs between reserves and making sure that new genes come into reserves so that a single cheetah population doesn't become inbred.
Mountain Zebra is also the only park to offer guided cheetah tracking. There are currently 8 free-roaming cheetah in the park. Tourism numbers show the park is ticking all the boxes, with visitor numbers and occupancy figures continuing to rise.
We've done quite an extensive travel up through Africa, and you cannot beat South African national parks. They are dynamic, value for money is beyond words.
It's really great. We were here a few years ago because my husband and I live in PE and we often do areas around here. And when we left last time, we said, you need new sheets and towels. And we've come back this time, new sheets and towels, and they've redone the camp. It really is fantastic, first class.
That's a cow. There's another cow. There's an ostrich further down here.
A special treat for visitors is the evidence left by the Sand people some 300 years ago. Their paintings show antelope, baboons and a host of other animals. Despite the winter cold, Mountain Zebra National Park is a park for all seasons.
The winters are generally colder and drier, but people come here often just for the tranquility. We will be going into the lambing or the calving season now, so people often come then to see the young animals around the spring. And then obviously in the summer of the rainy season, often get nice big Karoo thunderstorms, which can be magnificent to watch. And yeah, it will green up and people just will see the animals in their full splendor.
As the park continues to accumulate accolades, they will be hoping to hold on to the title of Best Park in South Africa at another award ceremony later this year. It's a big ask, but the park really provides a great South African adventure. Janine Lee for Morning Live in Mountain Zebra National Park.